Good afternoon. I'm Naresh Khanna from Packaging South Asia, Indian printer and publisher, IPP Star. I'm in my Noida office, and we're having a conversation today with Parshav Jain of Jain Transfer Products, which is an old firm, but is now run by his third generation, which is Rishabh and Parshav Jain. And Parshav, we know quite well somehow for the last 15 years, I think now. We are in a way still hoping for him to be able to spread his wings and use some of that technology and knowledge that he acquired while he was studying in America. So, good afternoon, Parshav. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for such a nice introduction. I'm good. I'm doing. How are you?
Good. So it's nice always to talk to you. I think I remember the last conversation I had with you and your brother, where we were talking about price pressure in the label industry,
Right.
and we were talking
Right.
about the entry cost is very low. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that was even before. You have 5 or 6 Indian manufacturers of label presses. Who are established. At that time, you had only one. So the situation has become even, in a way, perhaps more adverse. Have things become more difficult, or have they become easier?
That is correct. I mean, the entry barrier has reduced definitely. There are more entrants. I mean, it's almost every day I'm hearing a new name. There's some new press being installed at a new site.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad in both ways. I mean, good that the industry is expanding. I mean, people are experimenting, people are doing new things with them as well.
Yeah.
Good for Flexo in general. Yes, there is price pressure. I mean, because more the machines, the more the pressure comes on the existing vendors.
Yeah.
But it's okay overall. I mean, there are no complaints. I mean, there are machines which are expanding, machines are growing,
Yeah.
but it's okay overall.
That means, from your point of view, since you are fairly well established and you have a huge amount of assets, capital assets, invested in the industry, so I feel probably you are not as stressed by the hyper competition as some of the new players or the smaller players. Is that true, or the stress is equal throughout?
I would put it in a way that I don't let that stress come to my head. Like I don't let it bother me that much. I mean, there are things that I cannot control at all. They're out of my reach and out of my control.
Yeah.
So, and there's actually nothing that I can do about it. I mean, I cannot stop people from buying presses, and I cannot keep on going on a negative rant about such things.
Right.
So I don't let that get onto my head.
What are some of the new things that are now gaining traction, in terms of anti-counterfeiting or active and intelligent packaging, connecting to the cloud? I mean, labels could be so versatile. Just
Right.
yesterday we
Right.
got news of some new RFIDs from Avery. I mean, they're likely to become more available, cheaper, and people are
Right.
likely to figure out better ways of using active and intelligent packaging. Are you also in that in a good way?
So there are two parts to it. I'll answer your question in two parts. So one is RFID. Currently, we're not doing it, but Rishabh, my brother, is a certified RFID engineer. Very soon you'll hear from us. So we would be putting up a new RFID. I mean, details I cannot share right now, but that'll happen quite soon.
Okay.
The second part being intelligent labels and intelligent packaging. So we've just done a project with I would say one of the biggest IT companies in the world.
Okay.
We've developed a colored QR code. So right now all the payment QR codes are basically black and white. They're
Right.
monochrome. So they wanted to do it for not for it's a payments company, but they wanted to incorporate an image into a QR code,
Right.
which not many people were doing across the globe.
Yes.
So we embedded an image into a QR code and
Yeah.
created some kind of labels for them.
Yeah.
And it's a pilot going on at the moment. I mean, we are supplying not very big quantities.
Yeah.
But it has worked out quite well. I mean, the customer is happy. We are happy to work on that project.
Yeah.
So they're basically colored QR codes with an image embedded into it. It's
Yeah.
not like a small 4-color image inside a QR code, but it's
Yeah.
like a complete image which looks like a QR code.
I see. Very interesting. So that's something very new. Interesting.
Right.
And also interesting to
Right.
hear your brother Rishabh is a RFID certified engineer, So
He
I
is.
always thought you were the hotshot in the family. So it turns out, so
So
that,
he's the IT brains behind, he's the tech brains behind it. I do more of the printing and the color side.
oh, no, but that's a great combination. So this is, see, these are some of the things that we didn't know, or I didn't know, but this is what
Mhm.
goes to making the next generation work exciting and interesting, that
Right,
it's,
right.
that you guys are not letting it be. You are quite ambitious and highly qualified, and that means that so in this area you see good possibility for exports also.
Right now, what we see is that domestic market being more volume related. I mean, there's more volume if this thing kicks off in a domestic market first.
Yes.
Exports RFID, we've not looked at it. I mean, we've not studied it that much, but we are working with a with a India-based partner right now.
Okay. Okay, great. Great. So what else? What are you thinking about as far as Label Expo India coming?
I mean, there'll be like some things which would be like there'll be one or two new Indian flexo label manufacturers for sure. I mean, they keep on adding every 2 to 3 years.
So you're expecting some newcomers to come in. Okay, even more.
I mean, I'm guessing that's a guess. So there'll be some new names making good flexo Indian machines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Digital would definitely get bigger. That's happening globally. That's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Nothing out of the box. I mean, nothing surprising or nothing big.
Yeah,
And
you're also almost one of the pioneers in digital labels. Although, I mean, many people had HP presses, but you were one of the first to go for a Domino inkjet.
right,
And
right.
I can imagine that's been quite a journey in a way. Your Domino press also has some flexo units?
Yes, it has a flexo unit before the printing. So it is a hybrid in a way.
Yes.
But it took us time. I mean, we took our decent time. It's been 4 years now.
Wow.
But digital thing shown at exhibitions, shown at expos, and shown by the media. But
Hmm.
actually having it, I feel it's quite different from what you perceive and how you're able to sell it. So I'm writing a small piece as well on that.
Okay.
I've been talking about it. I've been discussing it with you for quite a while,
Yeah. Okay.
but I'll definitely try to finish it sooner.
Okay. In ending, I'd just
Mhm.
like to share that Parshav is one of our authors in the past, and I have tried to prod him on and off to write something, and he's always delayed. But now this time it's coming from him. Okay,
Right.
so he's on to it,
Mhm.
and I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to that. So okay, great. Good talking to you,
Mhm.
Parshav. Hope to see you soon
I
in person.
absolutely.
I
Mhm.
visit your plant because I believe now you have got how many? 6 flexo presses and 1 digital press? Yeah, so,
6 in total.
yeah, that's quite a large number. So great.
Mhm.
So thanks again and see you.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you. See you.
Bye. Bye.